How was that? Did that fix my audio? Did that fix my audio? That should have fixed it. I believe my mic was muted for some reason. Are we having technical issues? Excellent, yes. As I was saying, let's see. I believe we are almost done with this game. We only have a couple of more flag missions to go, and then we'll be done. We can fight the final boss. I was voicing my concerns with being able to defeat the final boss, but, you know, we'll see when we get there. Maybe we'll actually succeed in wielding the dagger against him. Who knows? 1, 2, 3... Wait. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7. Indeed, we only have one left. The Sleeping Tome. I don't remember this one. We'll try it. Why not? Thank you for warning me that my audio was messed up. I don't know why my mic was muted, but that would have been a disaster. I don't remember this quest that well, but it looks like we're back in the ruin, where we ended up finding the king's body parts. The Ultra Magic Wizard King. Let's see. Stepping over here real quick, because we always check the edges of the map first. You never know when there's going to be a chest. We're going to go into the ruin. Let's see. Are we starting in the middle of the ruin? That's unusual. This time I'm going to try to incorporate more of this big thrust, because I want to learn how to use the short sword properly. I really should be practicing with it more, but I end up using the large sword on bosses, even though I can still do my slam attack, which should carry me through bosses just fine, but I want to use short sword techniques when I fight so I can learn how to apply them correctly. And that does not involve slamming constantly, considering you can do it with both. Left and then right. Oh. Oh, okay, interesting. We can go up here. There's a chest. The mysterious accessory. I'm sorry, I've already forgotten what this was. Left and then right? Alright then. I'm going to go left. Trip him so he'll pop up and then I can slice him to ribbons with my awesome short sword. Oh, we've got a variety of enemies today. Oh, goodness. That was quite a lot of spiky ball things. Under there. Are they stacked? No, that one's just shooting 3. That's interesting. That's quite odd behavior. Goodness. I really do have to be more careful just by the means of not trying to constantly spam the attack, because it leaves me somewhat vulnerable whenever I try to jump at an enemy repeatedly. I believe I'm supposed to be employing more hit-and-run tactics with the short sword as opposed to the long sword where I'm supposed to be dealing constant damage, which would make sense considering the agility advantage. Left and then right. Oh lord. And nope. I still haven't mastered the timing for the thrust. If I am supposed to be doing hit-and-run tactics, that makes the short sword less favorable for me personally, because I'm very used to dealing with the constant stream of damage. If I am supposed to hit and run, that would make sense as to why it's so hard to combo attack with the short sword. That said, we'll learn. We'll get through it. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'm supposed to strike once and then move completely clear of the enemy. Is that what they want? That would explain the nature of the thrust attack. And thrust... Ugh. Thrusting into piles of enemies is obviously unwise because of contact damage. Open this door, and... Alright, we'll test that theory. We'll start hitting and then running. I will only try to employ the jump attack once, instead of trying to spam it as I have. Oops. This is already causing me to miss a bit. Of course, doing the thrust when they're vulnerable is probably how I'm supposed to compound damage all of the longsword rather than try to do it with the jump attack. If mobility is indeed the key factor, that would make sense toward the overall fighting style. Except for this, of course. Darn it, I was going to practice how to do the rebound blade technique. We'll worry about that when I get back to town. Ooh, a chest. I seriously don't remember this one at all. This is quite odd. Ow. I don't trust this. Let's see. I feel like normally... Oh, okay. Oh. Oh no. Ow. I feel like normally there would have been a way to prevent that, but apparently I just timed it wrong. Let's see. I'm going to jump up here and try to get that chest. Excellent. Mobility does come in handy sometimes. Grab that. You know what's ironic? Growing up, I was mostly an agility-based person. I like the speedy, high-speed types rather than the large hack-and-slashy multi-attacker types, the pure DPS. Because I like the concept of dodging and agility and everything like that, just nothing being able to touch you because you're so freaking fast and stealthing through attacks and whatnot. That's why I love games with iframes and perfect blocks and such. Like, another game I would like to stream a series of would be Sword Art Online Excel Sword, because it has both good dodge mechanics and blocking mechanics, and there's a large variety of characters with a large variety of playstyles, which, if you haven't noticed from this game, is a thing I like in a game. Not necessarily even for replay value, I just like... oh, I can attack those. I probably already knew that. Grab the money. But anyway, even aside from replay value, I just like having a variety of fighting styles to observe and learn. It's always interesting to see a new fighting style. I wonder if I can hit the lightning arrows. Come on, shoot at me again. You got this, I believe in you. I can, that's excellent. I've never been able to test that theory before because the other one fires straight. See, hitting once and then running creates an odd rhythm for some enemies as well. Rather than trying to maintain the attack, because that monster doesn't leave itself very open whenever it's trying to spawn its little babies, and when it's spawning its little babies, it becomes hard to approach because of the contact damage. But I suppose that's something we'll learn as I actually learn the logistics of this fighting style. I also like killing the enemy before they can counter, as I do with the longsword, just because I don't have to focus on so much evasion. But also, the longsword allows for such a style because it has such extreme damage output. Looking at it, the longsword is supposed to be single target DPS, whereas this is supposed to be some sort of half evasion tank, a midway point between the longsword style and the shinobi. Yeah, they're firing 3 now. Stab, 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 stab. Alright, alright. So, if we keep it to where the ground stab is for vulnerable opponents and sheer DPS, and this is used for evasion tactics and mobility, we should be fine, especially if I remember to use this to dodge. I just miss my big flumpy sometimes. Especially since it can hit enemies so high up like this. Nope, I still can't hit those, though. What are we doing here? Bottom left. Oh, thank God. You have to defeat all the enemies in the correct rooms. You probably can delete all, or defeat all of the enemies in all of the rooms, but this is how you open the door. I may as well go ahead and kill everything, just because I can. It's not like these are particularly hard enemies. Ow! It's not like these particularly hard enemies immediately gets eaten. Let's see. I wonder if I can step in and lawnmower. Nope, that's not wise. Oh, the reach of this weapon obviously leaves something desired as a short sword. I'm glad that the sword itself raises magic and piety so that you can deal more damage with your flame bursts in general. It's just not that's just not optimized for a non-piety build. The longsword itself only raises your attack power, which means you only get this. That's your only dragon ability that's raised. And technically, it doesn't even count as a dragon ability, just because of what it is. I've also noticed, when I went back on my other file last night, that the higher difficulties do in fact have a shorter time limit in these stages, so that might put some pressure onto learning a more efficient fighting style rather than trying to savor it like I often do. I have to remember that when you kill the core small guys, they disperse the rest of the band as well. Nope, nope, you die. Let's see. Nope. Let's see. Can I not juggle? Ah, cube. Gosh, I'm going to need a lot of cubes, actually. Going to grab that. Is that the dealer key? Yeah. Maybe we won't kill everything. Maybe we'll just go ahead. We'll go ahead and clear this mission. Those enemies can't be giving me that much experience anyway. I didn't even notice if they were. It actually does tell you. What is happening here? Oh, another one of you. That's fine. Well, given how short this thrusting animation is, I suppose I'm supposed to cancel out of it and move anyway. I'm just not used to having such a dodge-oriented style because of my longsword. I'm used to dealing the constant damage. I do wonder why there are gaps in the spikes. Is he going to lower the ceiling? Oh god. I do believe I deal overall or higher overall damage whenever I do the thrusting anyway. I just leave myself more vulnerable because I'm standing there. Which, you know, I'm only supposed to do it when the enemy is vulnerable anyway. This seems to be working somewhat. Oh, that would have been bad. Waiting for the tornado, and come on, run at me. That figures. Being able to attack while evading is nice. Oops. Let's set you on fire. Can I set you on fire? You seem to be vulnerable. Come on. Don't be shy. Set on fire. Need some pyromancy going. There we go. Now you're on fire. Gotta watch out for those back legs, which is what's indicating that he's kicking off the smaller gusts. And then we just jump over him and start thrusting. Keep that fire going. Alright, run at me. Oh, okay. I'm glad that tornado doesn't suck you in. I don't know why it's not. I was under the impression that they did before. Can't wait until I get an ailment weapon. Yeah, that worked. Oh. If I can kill you with fire, that would be ironic. Come on. I know that fire, or I know the spikes on the ceiling aren't just to keep me down here. Another concern was, whenever I was wielding my longsword character, I would get instantly killed by that enemy. Oh, another mystery shortsword. Is this the tome then? And I indeed already have higher HP on this character than I do my old main, because she was pure offense. I straight up dumped everything into offense. That's suspicious. Why is this golden? I wonder. Is it just because it was the rare item for this stage or the boss drop? Who knows? Decent amount of money. But did I level up? I did. Excellent. Level 26. For some reason, I thought we already were level 26. I guess it's just been that long since we leveled. Here's your book, sir. Please return it on time. Yes, thank you. Please don't destroy the world with forbidden knowledge or anything like that. As they tend to do. You know, if I ever do get a Dragonite on this file, which I'm still baffled why I don't have one, I wonder if I should change elements. Try a different element. Considering I'm going mostly physical attack, fire is the most useful for me, probably, just because the burn damage increases your physical attack damage exponentially. We could go ahead and check what the other elements do, though. But it's not like I'm relying on it for damage, and I can't think of any other elements that would be that much help. Let's see. Anything about status ailments? Status ailments. Magic attack types. Nope, that's not us. Status overview. No. Ah, here we are. Confusion, left and right controls reversed, paralysis unable to dash or attack. If we could paralyze the enemy, that might be a thing. If we could actually consistently inflict paralysis where they couldn't hurt us, that would leave them deeply vulnerable to physical attacks. So once they're unable to attack, we could just run up and start stabbing them until the cows come home, and that would be excellent. But other than that, we would have to also see, because sometimes when you change the elements, your shooting style changes as well. I believe when you're wielding a longsword and you change to ice, for instance, the bolts fire off of each side of you. They fire both behind and in front of you, but you only fire the one bolt instead of 3 Gatling bursts like you do with the fire element. And I don't even know how the other elements even fire. Like, I seem to recall reading somewhere that lightning attacks home, or something like that. Oh, right. This game has chat. I completely forgot about that. I don't even know how to do that. I don't think you can do it in town. I've never bothered because I've never done multiplayer, especially with pubs. Control help. You can use all of the available elements whenever you swap your element via swapping the Dragon Pact. I just need the Dragonite. Anyway, for now. Or maybe you can only use the chat commands in multiplayer, and that's why I don't know how to do them. But we cleared the Sleeping Tome. Let's do They Come From Heck. Exorcise the lost spirit, or the spirit lost near the Astra Gate. Yes, I do believe that I can just warp to the end of this one and fight the boss directly. But if I start to lose, I'm going to use the longsword. See, used to... Or wait, I don't know if they added all of the elements for the characters. Oh, I believe that's referring to the witch's spells and abilities, not mine. This place is a crossroad between worlds. Right, let's see. Well, the deal is, the status elements have the same effect on you that they do the enemies. I don't know if it actually tells you in the tips section what it does whenever you wield those elements, though. Oh, God. What's with all these teleporters? Right. I believe they... Well, they're going to warp you to different parts of the stage, but we have to find out which one has the boss in it. No, we'll just walk there after all. It's not that big a deal. We've got time. This shouldn't be that long of a mission. It's not going to be as long as I predicted the balloon one to be at the very least. If we go into each gate... Oh! Hi! Found him. Yes, this boss is a tad dangerous to use the shortsword on. Jump. 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 And slash. No, I think I follow this now. Ow. That was idiotic. I'm paralyzed. And jump. Ow. Darn it. I probably should have brought some paralysis-resistant somethings. Because I knew I was going to be fighting this guy again. Ow. Darn it. It's hard to predict where the little orbs will go. Oh. And slash. Makes me wonder how the Witchen's supposed to dodge all of this stuff, except for having the feather spell. Ow! Alright, let's see. Ow! Darn it. I thought I'd be alright. I'm paralyzed now. Let those float up and strike. Darn it, I keep landing on the orbs. You know what? It's alright. We're going to take the L. Ugh. Dodge the dragon. He's at half. Darn it! I keep landing on the orbs. If I didn't land on those orbs, I wouldn't get paralyzed so much. Come on. Hit where I was. Darn it. Very sloppy on this boss. Just because his attacks are so different from the other ogres. Squeeze in a hit whenever we can, like in a... I understand that in a lot of games, you're supposed to just sneak in 1 or 2 hits whenever you can, and I get that, but in Dragon Marked for Death with the Longsword, I'm so used to being able to deal constant damage whenever I find even the slightest opportunity that I can assassinate the bosses. Darn it, why is your paralysis so likely to hit? Oh, hello. Come on. Ah, darn it. And heal. It's also partially that, with how fragile I am as the Empress on this game, I'm not actually that used to dealing with longer battles. I'm used to finishing bosses very quickly, because I wasn't required to learn their patterns as much when I was able to deal constant damage, but learning to dodge would be good for me. After all, there will be times that I can't just assassinate my enemy. Like, I remember largely how to fight these enemies. See, this is already going much better when I don't just try to constantly attack with a short sword. The short sword just isn't built for the same constant stream of damage. Oh my god, I ran into that. It missed, thankfully. That was fun. Let's see. It's going to do the slamming fist thing, and he'll probably... jump over him. Darn it! Luckily, I keep getting statistical misses on the orbs now. Do I become immune to status ailments? I know the orb heals status ailments, but I don't remember if it actually makes me immune to them. You know, I kind of expected this one to be harder. Like, the overall mission, because I thought that I was going to have to hunt down which portal he was in, but he was just in the first door we went into. Like, that was short-lived. Let's see. Almost as decent money as last time. We only got 79 experience from him. That was sort of sad. We got a lot more from the clear bonus than we did killing him. I wonder if each door holds a different boss or something. Like, if we redo this, will we find different enemies behind each door? Anyway, let's test your theory. I'll go refill my items, and then we'll go back into the menu, or we'll go back into the tips menu. Refill my quality herbs. Alright, so the thing I was reading before... I just saw it. Negative status elements. Afflicting status elements on enemies. Oh, I guess it is slightly different. Confusion makes them not... Okay, I get it now. Paralysis just cannot move. Poison's the same. Yeah, we receive extra damage and they take extra damage. Ice is the same. So, indeed, if we can inflict paralysis on the enemy, then we'll be able to completely stop them. See, this is one I've also seen. It says that some enemies will act differently depending on what status ailments you give them, and I've never actually noticed a behavior like that because the only status ailment I've ever consistently used is fire. So we should probably test that theory one day. If we can. Like, provided I gain access to different elements. Because again, I'm not getting any Dragonite, and that is quite weird. Anyway, we filled up our inventory with herbs. Let's check our equipment, actually. I do wonder if it's time to try to upgrade my dagger again. Well, yeah, I know, but, like, there are games where confusion does that, and it does the same thing to the enemy, and the enemy simply moves sporadically or just sort of wanders around rather than actually, like, trying to apply reversed controls and whatnot. Like, it completely messes up its ability to move around in any coherent way. Let's go see if we can get a dagger plus 3. Oh, right. Witches can't use poison because a poison element witch is a healer for some reason. Let's see. Upgrading the dagger plus 2 to the Iberian Dagger. That's expensive. I don't have the money for it, but it's letting me try it anyway. Let's see if we can't sell some items. Oh, if I sell this other dagger plus 2 I picked up, I should be good to go. Pretty much. We'll sell the Wakizashi plus 2s that I have. I only needed... Wait. What was I upgrading to the Iberian Dagger? The other shortsword plus 2, right? Or the dagger plus 2, right? Okay, and it's poison now. Alright, let's do this. No, I sold the other plus 2 dagger that I got. This was the dagger that I was wielding. I almost thought I sold my dagger too, but it's fine, it's fine. I'm not that stupid yet. Yeah, I got an identical sword from that run, I believe. Alright. Now, we have the Iberian Dagger. Can I upgrade the Iberian Dagger, or does it just become named and that's it? Nope. You can only upgrade them until they become named. The Iberian Dagger does 50% more damage to level 10 plus enemies, and an extra 50% plus Astra, and it's poisonous. I wonder how consistently we can get that poison to proc. Because if we can get this sheer number of hits weapon... Oh, it turned blue. That's cool. Why did this change? I've upgraded weapons like this before, and it didn't change. Also doing a lot more damage now. Wow, does every hit stand to proc poison? Or did I just get lucky? Oh, goodness. Every hit procs poison? Oh my god. That's going to be fun. I'm a regular assassin now. Let's go test that theory. We are going on another mission, and we are going to see if I indeed proc poison this easily. A cry from the tower? Source of mysterious voice. Really? I'm confused. I thought... Cry from the tower should be the one where you fight the thing at the top. We'll do pillar maintenance and then we'll do... Because, wow, some of these missions just really blended together for me. You look like a carpenter. I'm sorry, bro. You just really look like a carpenter. You are stacked. You refuse to wear sleeves. The only thing you're missing is a tool belt. Is that a tool belt? I can't tell. Oh, well. Alright. Let's do this. I almost want to change my element to poison just so my dragon claw will turn purple and I'll be thematic. Because being thematic is cool. Goodness! Oh, no, that was a poison element. I didn't poison him. I don't think I can poison element. But I poisoned this one pretty easy. Wow, poison does pretty crap damage. Well, this will assist the fighting style I'm trying to develop where I run away after I attack. Of course, this thing is now cutting through things like a hot knife through butter. Cube. Oh, there's a switch. It's like, why isn't there a platform there? How am I supposed to get across that? Man, poison is going to be fun. If actually being the element prevented you from doing so, I would probably make from taking on the element, I would probably take on lightning or poison myself just so I didn't have to worry about those elements anymore. I forgot they do that. They just sort of blow it up so you can't jump over them, and I think they do this electric aura thing, and it's quite strange to see them do because it's so rare they do that attack that I forget they have it. Also, it's often meaningless because by the time they're a high enough level to exhibit that behavior, I can often just insta-murder them. So, I'll sit there and be fighting a frog again, and it will just suddenly start bloating up and everything, and I'll just kill it. Not used to seeing that. Come on. I suppose they forgot to account for the windy stages when they designed some of these attacks. That and the windy stages are obviously supposed to be an inconvenience. Dead. What did I get? Forgot I don't have to be next to it. I know it's pointless to do the flippy, but I really like the flippy. It doesn't inhibit jumping anyway. It's not like going... You know, I've never actually consciously gathered what that item is supposed to be, the one I just picked up and healed myself with. Now that I'm killing all of these enemies, I keep getting all the poison herbs. Ah, okay. That's supposed to be the penalty area for falling down, so now that we've cleared that of enemies, we won't have to deal with it once I've actually failed this platforming challenge. And jump, jump, stab, stab, stab. Turn on the platforms. Oh wait, I think I can just... Yeah, okay, let's cheese it. Cheesing it is more fun. No, don't you dare fall off that ledge. I have to kill you properly. Ah, the money. Ah, well. We don't need those stupid coins. Got the mystery accessory, and now we are jumping up the cliff. Oh, God. I predicted that to go worse. I'm going to head all the way to the edge of this platform just because I want to see. Oh. Right. I had to collect the keys, too. What is this? See, that still feels so good to actually do properly. I love the chain whip arm thing. I'm going to miss that if I ever do a warrior playthrough for you guys. Alright, we got both power sources. Excellent. Set you on fire. Nope. Oh, I like that. Poison is going to serve this fighting style well. That will be great. I hope I can poison the bosses. If I can actually inflict poison on the bosses via my poison arm as well, that would be awesome, because we can just constantly keep poison. Some of you will recall that you can change the hair ornament color, and you can change your hair ornament, or you can change your specified player color and name for your character at any time, which is super convenient. And so, like, I can totally just be, oh, the purple will also match my cape. That's a cool thing. I love my cape still. Still my favorite part of this outfit. I'm a sucker for capes. I like the old Chunibyo tropes. They just don't make them like this anymore. Come on. There we go. That made me nervous for a moment. I get so nervous about each little hit, even though I'm somewhat of a berserker on this game. I guess that's also why I'm not that good with the short sword. The short sword isn't a good berserker weapon. This is supposed to be for def slashy coolness and stuff like that, getting away from attacks and whatnot, being unhittable. The stereotype I was describing earlier of the unassailable assassin. Let's jump up here. Was that supposed to be a double jump? Or am I supposed to just fall down here? I guess I'm supposed to just fall down here through the stairs. That's fine. Oh, come on. Dagger go burr. Jump. Jump. Nothing over there. Still need to find the power sources for this floor, I believe. I believe we're on B. Found some garlic or whatever that is. Ah. I want that chest. Going over here. Doing that. I still have the mobility of the flame cannon. Everything about the Empress is so cool. Ah, darn it! No, I'm not eating your mushroom. Poison is my thing now. I've stolen it. It's a thing that I do now. Ow! I recall when I was younger that I had this weird sense of honor, and I hated... status ailments were cowardly. Only losers relied on poison and paralysis and stuff like that. Why wouldn't you want your enemy to fight back? And while I do somewhat agree with that, or with that on paralysis, I like dodging enemy attacks, and I like, you know, having a square fight. Hold on. This is what I was talking about. What is this? I can't tell what it is. It looks like a BLT. It's a BLT. Okay, okay. I don't have one of these, so I need to go down this side. Anyway, I do like it when the enemy can fight back, because I like clashing swords. I like the dance of death, as it were. I don't like just paralyzing and stabbing things to death. I'm here to fight things, not kill. If that makes any sense. What is a bit? Sorry, I missed when you said that comment. Riding the elevator, going up. Am I going to get attacked again? No, we're just going up the floor. That's fine. Oh, hold on. You interrupted my thrust. That sucks. Oh, a BLT. Right. Yeah, that is a BLT. Oh. Darn it. I want to destroy her house. Violence compels me. There we go. I burned down your house. Alright, gentlemen. Let's do this again. Squish. It also just looks like I'm carving their guts out somewhat. Like the way... the poison animation. Oh, I want a fire sword. Oh, that'd be so cool. Inflicting fire on enemies with normal attacks would just be a deep irony, considering how fire works. Hi. This place is made with old magic stuff, so I need some magic stuff to fix it, bruh. That's excellent. 1 red, 1 purple, 1 blue, and 1 green. Yeah, right, I gotta go find the MacGuffins. Should be simple enough. That's delightful. I guess you were right, he is more of a surfer dude. Alright. Gotta press this button. I had forgotten about this one, but I remember it now, because you have to go find the big lumps of element stuff. See? There's a big lump of element stuff. No one knows what it is, we just needed to open the stupid door. Leave the science to the magic scholars. Didn't press this again? No, we're good. Okay. Stab you. Just look at the poison exploding off of them with each attack, though. I don't know why that's so satisfying. You know what these remind me of? These remind me of the egg monsters off of Legend of Mana. In the game Legend of Mana, there's a chance when you're wandering the wilderness that you'll find an egg, and it'll usually have a facial feature and 2 little feet. It'll just have little feet. And if you can play the correct instruments for it, it'll come and live with you on your farm and eventually hatch into a straight-up monster, like a monster that lives in that region usually. Very rarely you'll get other monsters, but okay, that's a blue and a purple, right? I believe we can check at the door. Sorry. Okay, we need red. Anyway, you'll find those creatures and you'll be able to get them to come and live with you on your little house, and you can actually hatch them and go on adventures together, and they don't take up the same slot as a normal party member. You'll probably see that, or you'll probably see me play that game, because I would deeply love to stream it. It was my favorite game during the PlayStation era. I actually believe that it was a PlayStation 1 game, but I didn't end up playing it until I got a PlayStation 2. And that console was reverse compatible, so I was able to play it. It sort of sucks, because when I first got the game, I went on vacation right after, and I played it the entire time I was on vacation, but I left the disc behind, and I was heartbroken when I got home, and it took me years to actually get around to repurchasing it, and I was so happy once I got it again. Let's see. Giant's Ring, vitality, and defense with a bit of jump distance. I can't remember how I felt about the Giant's Ring before. This is for Nobi, healing item. Got some money. Not even 1k experience. That's alright. When I get back to town, I will see... When I get back to town, I will see how strong the Giant's Ring is, because I am quite curious about its other stats, because if it is a good vitality defense item, then I might need that. Where's the there it is. I wonder if I can upgrade my Scale Gauntlet yet. Right, I have the Haston Anklet on for the agility, so I don't miss. I do still need to see if I can actually upgrade both of these and still equip them, because if I can, that means I'll get a flat stat boost right there. I wonder if I just have a Scale Gauntlet +2 by now, actually. No, I have a Steel Bracer, though. I'll equip 2 Steel Bangles, and we'll see what's up. The Haston Anklet and the Scale Gauntlet. Oh, I can upgrade that. If I could afford it. Meanwhile... Ah, this is more for a magic build. Alright. So I need to upgrade my Scale Gauntlet +1, and my Haston Anklet. I can upgrade both of them. It's just going to be very expensive. Alright, let's see what... I'm going to equip this stuff so I don't actually end up accidentally selling it like I almost did my dagger a moment ago. Then we'll go ahead and sell everything, I guess. We don't need any of these weapons, really. I can't remember why I'm holding on to the stiletto, but I'm going to. Goodbye, Wakazashi. I have a lot of accessories to sell. Keep 2 steel bangles just so I'll have something to change to my accessories. Vitality bracelets. Oh, right. It's always better to keep at least one of each accessory because your items are actually account-wide. When you start a new character, you will actually be able to equip whatever you have on them. So if you keep one of everything, you won't have to make your new character farm accessories and such, just in case they can equip something you like, or... Just the deal is that it doesn't go between profiles, because you have the 3 profiles, but all characters on the same profile will actually share an inventory, which means I won't have to keep buying items either. My poor child will inherit all of my herbs. So if we keep one of each accessory... Right. Scale Gauntlet and the Haston Anklet. Scale Gauntlet. Almost. Oh, are we going to have enough enhanced gems for this? I guess we'll see. And now for the Haston Anklet. Because that's a nice, just straight boost. It will aid our efforts significantly. You know, it's been a while since I've gotten to upgrade both accessories on a character like this. Oh my gosh, it increased the jump distance! We went from 10 to 15, that's incredible. Scale Gauntlet and the Haston Anklet +2. Where's the menu that... Yeah, we went from 5 to 10 to 15. That's... Huh. I wonder if the... properties... I wonder if the properties of the Scale Gauntlet increased. No. There were none. That's fine. Still, wow, we can jump even higher. That's just excellent. Oh! Oh, wow. Give me some MP. Oh, that accuracy increase helped out a lot. Criticaling every hit now. That should be plenty of MP. Nice. Hold on. Looking at how her arm moves, it looks like she squeezes her bicep. She flexes the fire out of the dragon's mouth by squeezing her bicep. That's incredible. I've never noticed that before. Probably because I'm usually... Huh. Anyway. Right. Take a look at our items. We have 10 minutes. You know what? Yeah, we'll try one more mission. I don't mind going a bit over. Just a little bit. Truth in Heaven. Truth in Heaven should be the final flag mission, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what is a cry from the tower? Oh, I think a cry from the tower is just a monster mission. I think we're just killing everything that lives there again. We'll go ahead and do Cry from the Tower. If we do Cry from the Tower, it should be a normal clearing mission, and then Truth in Heaven will be the one where all the soldiers die. Right, the crying baby one. It must be a ghost! I mean, there are ghost babies, it could be both, you don't know. Oh good, we're hanging out in the dragon's butt. It's weird that the actual continent is supposed to be the corpse of your god. That's why it's shaped like a dragon, because, you know, you work for the dragon god, and when it was killed by the Celestial, effectively, you know, aside from its rampaging soul now inhabiting a small countryside village, it fell and became the earth, and that's, like, why the continent is shaped like a dragon lying there sprawled out. Come on, get up there. Man, I can jump. This is great. I love it. I should have used the Hostin Anglet a long time ago. I could almost jump this gap naturally. Let's try it. And jump. Yes, we made it. Holy crap. I am so happy. Oh, I have to show my friends that one. No gap is too wide for me now. I can just jet across if I so desire. And stab. Pick up the peach thing. Fighting a lot of insects this time. And you, of course. Ow. That was an unnecessary hit. Alright. I forgot you have to explore every corner of the tower because there might be a power source for the elevator on each floor. On each section. You can't be sure until you have all the power sources. Grab the money. Stab the thing. Grab the money, stab the thing. That's a full day for us, isn't it? And jump. I hope there wasn't a power source down there. Otherwise, that was perfect. Let's see. Stab the skull spider thing, collect the money. There's the first power source. I wonder if the other one is in the same place, because if it is, I just have to go across this gap and we're good. There's a bug. Is this the same place? I wonder if these are always in the same place. I wonder if I've just never noticed. I wonder why I put them back when I leave. I'm very offended at my character now, who keeps making me go through this every time, just because they can't leave the things in the elevator. Other people use this. People with significantly less combat ability than you use these elevators, probably. Why can't you just leave the keys in so that everyone else will use them? I'm so disappointed in myself right now. Of course, if we had social skills, we probably wouldn't have resorted to being a bitter mercenary to get our revenge instead of, you know, slaughtering half the kingdom in order to meet a king. But we work with the tools we are given. We do not demand perfection here, only anarchy. Jump, jump. That's blocked off. Heading this way. That must be the area from the balloon quest or something. Or have I even been over there yet? I'm not interested enough to go back and watch the whole thing just to find out. You know, I really should go back and mark the location, or mark the video where I do the balloons, because if I do, then I'll have a convenient reference to find the stupid balloon locations when I have to do that quest again. Because I'm going to have to do it once per run. And if I simply mark where they are, it'll save me awkward run times in the future. Yeah, this should just be a monster nest mission. Just killing the last few. Once we get to the top. I dodged the tongue thing, finally. I didn't know you could simply jump to dodge it. There's a vase where that chest was before. Did I get hit by that? Yeah. Well, at least this time it won't be a mimic. It won't be anything. That chest was empty, or that vase was empty. That was disappointing. That chest might be the key. Gonna go ahead and grab it, just so we don't have to walk all the way around. Come on, Froggy, jump. What the heck? Oh, I poisoned it and it died. Because it died from the poison, it just faded away, and I was like, wait, what? Is Frog going to do ninjutsu or something on me? I mean, that's where a lot of ninjutsu comes from, studying animals, so... Instead of studying swordsmen on the internet, I should have just learned ninjutsu. I'm kidding, I love swordsmanship. Ow! What hit me? Oh, right, I ran into the spider babies. I murdered the spider babies in the direction I was heading this time, so they actually hit me for once. Kindly go away. Do I have both power sources? Did that fly just heal itself? Can they do that? That's interesting. I did not... Oh, wait. Yes, I did. I knew the flies could heal themselves. I was thinking of a different enemy. It should be the power source, right? Good, yes. Ah! No! I hate the windy. Oops, sorry about that. I had no intention of coming over there and killing you, so I didn't mean to set you on fire. It would be more considered of me to go and kill him now that I've gotten his attention, but... This is a little study. It's a little study. It's just like a little alcove with library books, a nice little desk, and a place where you could drink tea and read ancient magical tomes. And I really want to go in there and read ancient magical tomes, but we're here for murder, not education. Forgive me, I'm going to drink some water. Good stuff. You hear the crying of a child. I hope it's not me. I believe it's just these creatures that are making the noise. Whoa, killed that one quickly. You'll notice that they don't have houses. That is somewhat odd. They don't have their little dens. Nothing to burn down. It's a tragedy. Darn it, turn around. Nope. Eat the bread. Go down the stairs and... Ah, what's that? I always swing on those every opportunity I get. Darn it. Jump up here. The lightning herbs that the enemies drop are kind of moot, because by the time you could pick them up, you're no longer paralyzed, and so you don't need them. So I assume that's more of a multiplayer thing, unless you just leave it there so you can pick it up if you get paralyzed by a different enemy. Which is a valid strategy, just because, like, you could kill one, get paralyzed by a different one, and then pick it up. What did that do? Because normally they live in hives and they come at you in waves, but they aren't doing that this time. It's quite strange. Oh, okay. Here it is. Jump up here. And stab. So these are Deva rats. They're the same species as the Deva bats, I suppose. I never really paid attention to what they were called, but I should have noticed their elemental or their connection because they're all elemental-based beasts. Raspberry bread. I'm just imagining jam. Raspberry jam on bread. Doesn't sound too bad. Alright. Considering that's as high as we can go presently, I guess I missed the baby. Wonder if it's supposed to be down here somewhere. There's that area under where I roped across. Ow! Oh, yep, that was it. The 1 minute to the time limit thing was because, like, there was a paranoia that you would beat the mission, but still run out of time on the timer, so you would fail just because you timed out. They wanted to give you just a bit of time to get to the portal, and, like, I can only imagine the sheer frustration people dealt after beating a hard mission, having actually run out of time. A scarf. Oh, cool. The shinobi wears a scarf. Man, that's my aesthetic. Someday I will play the shinobi. Maybe that's what I'll do after I beat this. I'll just buy the DLC so I can play as the shinobi and do another run as that. But I want to do a greatsword warrior as well, just because giant sword. I wouldn't want to wield a giant sword. It was a rodent, ma'am. A rodent that sounds like a baby. No, that's fine. I love climbing towers and murdering things. Also, riding elevators is fun. It seems you're kinder than your appearance that's on. Oh, thank you! I mean, I understand that I'm supposed to look somewhat menacing, but I don't really see it. I look more like a vagabond than, you know, anything evil. Right. We're going to check our inventory, make sure we have plenty of herbs remaining. Okay. Someday I will have all of the characters. Right. Today we got a poison dagger. We got to climb a tower a whole bunch of times. What else did we do? I believe we went to the ruin. Okay, we climbed to the bottom of a ruin to grab a book, and we climbed a really high tower twice, I believe. We went to the heights and the depths, and then tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but Saturday, I believe? Saturday, we're going to do the final flag mission, and then we'll finally be on our way to the end of the game. Won't that be exciting? We might fight the final boss in the very next episode. Who knows? We're not that far away, that's for sure. Forgive me, I'm going to drink some more water. Good stuff. Staying hydrated. Very hard. It's very important to keep up with. Anyway, we're going to go back to the tower, and then we'll look at a map or something like that. The inscription from that one room that was cut off at the end, from the one time we went into the ruin, and then we fought that knight with the dual wielding and all the elements and all of that. The inscription in that room was incomplete, but I believe the rest of the inscription is revealed in this mission. And, you know, it basically just tells that the Celestial is the moon, or whatever. That's fine. I'll finally get to, I believe, properly murder the king, or whatever happens to him. But anyway, that's all for today. I need to go check if I have any Dragonite before I get off. I'm very curious. Because if I do, then I can... Nope, I still can't change my element. Bah! Can I talk to Atrum? We'll do that next time. Anyway, that's all from me. Thank you all for coming. I had fun. As I said last time, we might get a big breakthrough with the short sword if we stick to it. And now that we have something of a fighting style to build off of, with our mobility and using vulnerable attacks and such like that, not to mention the poison and the significant damage increase from increasing our accessories and adding a +2 to our weapon, we should actually be building a proper fighting style just in time for the final leg of our journey. Isn't that something? The power of friendship and stabbing prevails. Mostly stabbing. Can I stack poison and fire? I cannot. Darn it! Conflicting elements. Or conflicting ailments. Anyway, again, for like the third time probably, that's all from me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I had fun.